Thierry Neuville has made a perfect start to his 2024 World Rally Championship campaign, securing a superb Rally Monte Carlo victory in the French Alps. The Belgian topped Saturday's classification and was then quickest across Sunday's leg, as well as the power stage, to scoop all 30 points from the weekend. Toyota's Sebastien Ogier and Elfyn Evans filled out the remaining podium places, earning the Japanese marquee an early lead in the Manufacturers' Championship, albeit by just 1 point over Hyundai. So what did we learn from round 1? How did Neuville make such a strong start? And what does it all mean for the rest of the season? Let's take a deep dive into Rally Monte Carlo 2024. It's rare to hear a WRC driver arrive at the end of a stage and describe the runner's perfection, but that's exactly what Neuville did when he pulled up at the end of Special Stage 14, Saturday's final stage. Despite the lack of any real snow and ice, two ingredients often seen as key to a good Monte, an epic battle had unfolded for the lead of the rally between Neuville and the two Toyotas of Evans and Ogier. Evans got the jump on everyone on Thursday night, winning both stages to assume an early lead. But thereafter the Welshman didn't win a single test and gradually started to fall back as Neuville and Ogier took centre stage. Saturday was when Neuville in particular really started to turn up the wick, with a mega time on the day's opener 9.6 seconds faster than anyone else. That moved him past Ogier into second, and by the very next stage the Hyundai man led. Ogier then launched a fight back of his own in the afternoon to vault into the lead for the first time all weekend after Special Stage 13, only for Neuville to boss the day's final test and move into a 3.3 second advantage with just Sunday remaining. Crucially, leading overnight earned Neuville 18 championship points, with nearest title rival Evans scoring just 13. Any hopes of an intense fight to the finish were dashed though, as Neuville aced Sunday's opener, effectively drawing Ogier, who was gunning for a 10th Monte win, to throw in the towel. Neuville's win at Monte means he leads the championship for the first time since he claimed his first success 4 years ago. But while in 2020 there was a caveat that Ogier and Evans were both debuting for Toyota, nothing detracts from his 2024 win. In a season that's wide open thanks to Kalle Rovanpera's absence from the full-time fight, this was a real statement drive from Neuville, both in terms of outlining his championship aspirations, but also in establishing an intra-team advantage over returning teammate Tanak, who was fourth. Most encouragingly for the Neuville camp was the fact it looked so effortless. He was completely at one with his car and typically confident in what he could achieve. It may only be round 1 of 13, but Neuville could not have made a better start for what is set to be a crucial season for several drivers. Halfway through the rally, this looked to be the dream start to 2024 for Toyota's de facto number 1 hope in the Drivers' Championship. Evans made full use of his road order advantage on the first evening, and although he was outpaced by Neuville and teammate Ogier on Friday, he gamely clung on to his rally lead. But the Welshman then started to struggle, particularly on Saturday afternoon, as he fell over half a minute off the front. Team principal Jari Matti Latvala reckons Evans found it tough when the road conditions became dirtier, as he didn't have a setup he was confident with for that type of condition. Encouragingly though, Evans was second fastest on Sunday's leg, but he'll have some head scratching to do to work out why he lost time so quickly midway through the rally. Pre-event, nobody other than Sebastien Ogier was really being talked about as the favourite for victory, and for good reason. In 14 previous Monte Carlo starts, Ogier had been on the podium on 12 of them and won 9. Coupled with his focus on simply winning rallies rather than any championship permutations, it seemed an obvious bet. But the 8-time world champion didn't manage Monte victory number 10 in 2024. Struggling with a dirty road on Thursday night hampered his progress, but a welled-up Ogier revealed that there were far more important things on his mind after he took his first stage win of the weekend, Special Stage 5. After finishing second, Ogier confirmed his uncle had passed on Monday, making his achievement to just start the rally, let alone come second, utterly remarkable. Considering he had never finished the Monte in 3 previous seasons he had entered it in a Hyundai, fourth was no bad result for the 2019 world champion. In fact, it was his best opening round finish since that championship winning year, when he was third on the Monte. But finishing nigh on 2 minutes down on his teammate Neuville won't satisfy a driver as competitive as Tanak. A throttle problem, believed to be related to the engine mapping, didn't exactly help him Thursday night, nor did a brief trip off the road on an icy right-hander the following morning. From there, Tanak found himself completely comfortable, ahead of the rest but not in touch with the leading trio, and so settled for 4th place. Not a swashbuckling start to his Hyundai return, but by no means a bad one. Adrian Formeau finished a creditable 5th for M Sport Ford, measuring himself well as he realised he really needed a strong finish to build the foundations of his season. 5th in both the rally and Sunday's classification gives Formeau just that. He sits just 4 points behind Tanak in the championship. M Sport teammate Gregoire Munster was showing well in just his 3rd Puma Rally 1 start too, posting a 3rd fastest stage time on Saturday morning. But sadly it all went wrong for the Luxembourger as he understeered on a muddy corner, slid into a wooden guardrail and was stuck. That left Andreas Mikkelsen free to claim 6th on his first top-line start this decade, but the reigning WRC 2 champion admitted he found the step up to Rally 1 machinery more difficult than expected, the increased area in particular taking some adjusting to. Takamoto Katsuta rounded out the Rally 1 finishes in 7th, having lost several minutes stuck on a snowbank at the same corner but caught out Tanak and also Munster. It's tricky to draw too many conclusions after just one round of a championship, but the Monte did prove 2 things to us. Neuville is 100% ready to win a world championship, and the fight, particularly with the new point system, should be extremely close. Despite Neuville effectively claiming maximum points on 3 separate occasions, his series lead is actually slimmer than it would have been had the point system not been restructured. The addition of Sunday points gives rivals more chance to reduce the leader's points advantage, which should ensure a super tight season. We can't wait, and tantalisingly Sweden is only a couple of weeks away. What did you make of this year's Monte? Who impressed you most, and what are you looking forward to most in Sweden? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and remember the only way to see these videos as soon as they land is by subscribing, so give that button a push as we press on towards 1,000 subscribers.